Hi, I'm Ambula Yancey, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and with our new Occasions mini catalog, we got some great new punches, and I want to be able to show you how to use, let's see, here we go, page 10 and 11. I wanted to show you how to make complete squares using the pinking heart corner and the pinking heart straight edge. So I'm going to show you over here. So in order to be able to get this nice border all the way around your square paper, you're going to use both of these punches that we've just come out with, and there are some things that you need to know in order to have success using this. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of paper that I've already cut to 4 3/4 inches square. That's just one of the measurements that will work with this particular corner and straight edge punches. And I do have more dimensions on my blog that you'll be able to see. So what I've done is I've started the corners. That's where you begin. You will actually punch all 4 of the corners first, and I want to emphasize how important it is on these corner punches, whether you're using this one or the scalloped edge punch, that you need to be able to make sure that your paper is really in there sitting on the fences. Now the fences in here are very small, shallow fences. So you need to put your paper in and make sure that it's cleanly up against both of those fences. And once it's in there, then you can push down and punch your quarter. Okay? And the corners really help the whole thing come together. So you need to make sure that they're in the right place. Okay? So there you go. I've got my corners done. From there, we're going to move over to the straight edge. On the straight edge, there is silver printing on the punch base here to be able to show you how to align it up and add your corner. So I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to line it up exactly with the printing. This red cardstock should sit right on top, and you can't even see the silver. It's just lined up there very nicely. Over on this side, I make sure that it's up against this back fence line so it's straight on in the punch. So I'm there. I'm not paying attention to where it lines up over here. That's not going to do me any good. I just want to pay attention that I'm lined up here on the silver printing, and then I'm up against the fence back here, and I can punch it. We're going to go ahead and do that on all 4 sides. We're going to line with our corner. Okay, let's see, align with the corner, align with the back, and punch, and do it again. Now you can create a rectangle using this method. You just need to make sure that each side of your rectangle are dimensions that I have put on my blog, because there's only certain dimensions that this will work with, so you can't always arbitrarily just have a piece of paper and then notch around it. You have to work with specific measurements. So you end up with a piece looking like this. It's almost like a little swastika, but it ends up looking like this. And so what we're going to do is do our completed punch from here to here. And to do that, we're going to have to turn over the punch on the last step here to be able to align it just right where we want to punch it. Now we're going to align with this pinking point here, and we're going to line up with the other pinking points here. And we want them to align so that you can't even see them. They're going to be hidden, they're going to be lined up so perfectly. Let's see if I can get in here so that you can see. Okay, they're hidden right there behind the teeth. Well, okay, I'm lined up here with the diagonal going up off the corner. This is the diagonal piece you see here. And then I'm lined up with all of the pinking points that I previously punched over here, so that's those points right here. So everything's lined up perfectly, and then you punch. And you end up having, and you're going to do that on all 4 sides. But always remember, the last punch that you take, even if your piece of paper is longer than this, you can punch the straight edge. You can line it up and continue punching by following the guides that are on here to continue a long punch of straight. But that last portion that takes you from the straight edge to your corner, you do need to turn your punch upside down. You need to align it. There you go. And punch. Same thing over here. And you do that on all 4 sides. The secret is you're hiding behind the pinking points that you've already punched. That's very important. Oops. Okay, you see that? Okay, sometimes the paper gets caught in my punch and I just take a straight pin and get it out. I want to be able to see through these hearts, especially right here on this one when I'm doing it, so that I can make sure that that alignment is good on every side. So I'm going to go in, I'm aligning here and these pinking points right here. So I go up to the edge, I bring it back down, I'm lining up. Okay, I'm lining up with the pinking points that I've already punched, and I'm taking it to the diagonal here and punch. Now, what happens is you see this little heart right here? That heart is actually just a little bit off. It's kind of double. But everything else fits nicely, and you're going to find this is true. In working with something that is so meticulous and so close, you are going to have a little margin of wiggle there. And so what happens is that one of the hearts sometimes doesn't match up perfectly. It'll be here, 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 and this one actually did line up. It looks really good, but sometimes it doesn't line up. And so I just want you to know that with this, this is as close as you're going to be able to get it to line up. It's really down to the 16th inch that I've measured it down to, but it's going to give you, and you're going to be able to see how it lines up and it looks nicely. So this is how you do the pinking heart corners, and the secret is, one, do the corners first, make sure they're aligned correctly and you get a good punch on the corner. Second, do a running strip off the corner. And then the last punch will be to turn the punch upside down and align it with the teeth that are already punched and grab that last section. So I hope this works for you and it helps. I have the measurements on my blog, and give your hand a try at it, and I hope this helps you out. Thanks for stopping by.